Good afternoon, evening, or good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brenna Victoria, and today I will be telling you 3 stories. The first story comes out of Port Townsend, Washington, and it takes place at Fort Worden, or Worden, excuse me. Basically, Fort Worden was a labyrinth of empty bunkers and barracks that host creepy and playful spirits, but it was built by a Scotsman who he had built the fort for his long lost love, but as soon as he built it, she had run off with someone else new, and he ended up committing suicide because of that. They said that his ghost is said to roam around the fort. There was an incident where they don't say if it was an employee or a visitor or a tourist, but they said that he had gone down to the boiler room to open up the door because it was, the first official day that they could open up the boiler room. But when he did, a human arm fell out and he went running out the exit, never to be seen again. But they said that there's another ghost that is said to fire up the adding machine, and the supervisor there had told Seattle's King TV in 2015 that she thinks it is talking to her, but she's not sure exactly what it's saying. But that would be a fun place to explore, wouldn't it? Now on to the next story. Story number 2, we go to Poughkeepsie, New York. And this place that I'm going to be talking about is the Hudson River State Hospital. Now, it was opened in 1871. And it was to, keep mentally ill patients or violent patients for what they called moral treatment. But everybody knows that during the 1800s and 1900s, asylums like this were, hellish jails, basically. They had padlock cages. The facility was located about 80 miles north of New York City. It was offered a well-staffed campus-like facility with healthy foods and exercise designed to help people recover and return to society. But rumors started attacking the hospital that actually became true. People found out that this hospital had expanded into a lot of lobotomies and electroshock therapies, which back then it was known to, it was supposed to be helpful, but considering by today's standards, it was hellish. It was abusive. And by the early 2000s, the hospital was starting to go into a more desolate area. Basically, it started to deteriorate. Fundings started to be pulled out, and by 2003 it finally closed. After they had closed it, they did put up a warning telling everyone to keep out due to the black mold, the smell, the rusty beds and whatnot, but that didn't keep out any vandals, teenagers, squatters. But the hospital itself has become known to be really haunted with those that never left. Before we continue with the rest of the story, if you are enjoying this video and wish to hear about more scary or creepy stories and abandoned places, please hit like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon for notifications. Now, let's return to the story. And now for our third story. It takes place at Yorktown Memorial Hospital in Yorktown, Texas. It was founded by the Felician Sisters of the Catholic Church in 1950. The hospital treated alcoholics and drug addicts for 38 years before it was shut down and abandoned. But they had found evidence that the patients that they had claimed to help or that had left never got their discharge papers. Some adventurers have told numerous media outlets that there have been sightings of ghosts, shadow figures. They have heard screaming, and someone said that they were able to see a reenactment of a patient being murdered viciously by a doctor and a nurse, but they don't know if that was just something that the ghost wanted them to see or if that actually happened in real life, because they cannot find any proof. But then again, in a hospital like this, hospitals are known to, hide deep their secrets. They'll do anything to get rid of what they did to their patients in these hospitals. But the other stories have gone on to say that there's been a ghost standing outside a glass window, or standing by a glass window. There has been rumors of glass being thrown down the stairways by something unknown. Let's see. There has been sightings of satanic rituals, and they found out that an estimated 2,000 people had died in the hospital. And when that fact came out, that's when the hospital was starting to get hit with lawsuits, and it just basically, hospital staff was being stalked and beaten and whatnot. But they said one ghost in there goes by the name of TJ. He was a heroin addict who was just dropped off at the steps that night, and he ended up dying before anyone could find him. TJ is known to gravitate towards any female visitors, and he'll give you a little pinch. But one woman said that TJ must have hated her, because she woke up the next morning to find bruises on her back, her stomach, and there was a slight bruise on her eye. That's all for today. My name is Brenda Victoria. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you want, you can follow me on Instagram at Brenda Victoria 2020. I hope you guys all stay safe and well. Have a good week or weekend.